Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Guha Kalike Namaha. Let's get into this video. So this video is about the full moon that will be happening on July 10th in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is about foreign nations, places, long distance travel, higher education, but also war. This will be in the nakshatra Purva Ashadha, and this is also in Pada 4 that goes into Scorpio, Navamsha. This particular Pada has a karma about carrying out the responsibilities of the family, along with working for the family, making sacrifices for the father or the guru, or with serving others or mothers. There can be a difficulty in letting go of something which does not belong to you. One must accept the way things are. A death of something has to occur. Suffering comes when we hang on to things, and when you don't and you let things go, great growth and success can come from this, and that will be success mentally and spiritually. It is also important not to break the trust of others. In the story, a man trusted his friend and left something at his house, and he wanted it back, but he only got half of it back because the man kept the other half out of greed. So like I said, this is in Purva Ashadha, which translates to former invincible or former unconquered. Its alternative name translates into undefeated. This can bring about rejuvenation with the positions of the sun and the moon. And this rejuvenation can come from water, from pools, water parks, lakes, oceans, action in sports, spas, for example. This is all about fanning the flames, declaring victory, declarations of war, bringing sorrow and regret, confronting or forgiving enemies, aggressive acts in heat waves and keeping the fires burning, forest fires, for example, bringing in themes of these within your social circles. High status events where people are really dressed up is ruled by Venus. It can affect the shipping industry, raw materials, raw metals, and also liquids. War in relation to water, like the Navy, for example. People doing things because they believe that they cannot lose. So they start taking risks and act spontaneously. Fanning the flames in heated situations, which keep them going, and it can create overexpansion or exaggeration. Many facts will be concealed from the masses, but some of these secrets can be revealed as this is the full moon about these themes. Hidden information comes to light, the good and the bad within the individual, hidden talents. Occult information is given to us through the themes of sorrow, or can create sorrows as many are not ready for such information. Information that you're given can make you seek guidance to handle this. A shedding of obstacles in one path can happen, and this can lead to victory. So it's going to depend on your chart. A transformation in the matters of war is possible with foreign countries, as the moon is the 8th house lord. There is an ending of sorts, as Mars is the 12th house lord in the 9th house, but this can be a loss as well. When someone wins, someone also has to lose. Some can declare victory, but some may see mass deaths. A risk to people through war and natural disasters, directly affecting the US. And this could be what's already happening or can happen. Jupiter is in Ardara, showing extreme events in these areas which can affect wealth and foreign nations and affairs, but also change in the matters of career and reputation of leaders. The moon will be trined by Mars and Ketu, which can give us courage to win over a battle. This can be in the matters of law, which requires a judgment or long distance travel for spiritual pursuits or education, for example. Accidents can happen in amusement parks. Sun in Purnarvasu means the sun will bring a renewal from battle in foreign lands, but there is still a storm brewing with Jupiter and Ardara. This is also wealthy again, so there is a chance that some are fighting for resources and accumulate these resources from away or from the storm, or helping others through the storm. Venus and Moon are making a mutual exchange by nakshatra, and this is very powerful. This can also show soldiers or leaders returning after a mission after hitting a target. It translates into wealthy again, which can be a direct meaning, as this is in Gemini and can relate to the markets or business partnerships, that have to do with education, foreign relations, through a massive change. This has the power to retrieve what was lost, which can be objects or objectives after the storm in Ardara. The sun is in Pada 2, which is bring karma of using someone else's resources without proper transaction. Sun is the leaders or celebrities. This can have to do with the dairy or milk products, possibly farmers, people who are viewed in lower parts of society or class systems. So leaders don't think that they have to pay them because of their status. People who think they deserve something for free. It can also affect teachers, gurus, the education system, and foreigners. Especially because Sun is the 9th house lord and Mars is the 5th house lord as well, and they're making a conjunction in the 9th house. There is a battle among alliances and groups over wealth that come through war, service to others, disputes, diseases, or challenges related to farming, the markets, and the beauty industry. Major weather disasters can affect the homelands of many countries, involving water and high winds. This can impact travel and families, also money and possessions. Jupiter is in Ardara Pada 2 in Capricorn Navamsa, and this is showing a storm involving relationships, business partnerships, war, and involving family, money, and possessions. Some leaders may be taking care of others during their turmoil. This can be gurus, spiritual leaders, teachers, and many will go to counselors for these matters to give a sense of a new beginning or a sense of a renewal through a massive transformation. This can be by giving up something, communication with others, for example, trade, something that they were clinging on to that was toxic or out of desperation. For some, this can be a career or reputation, or it can be related to business or a business partnership. Rahu is in the 3rd house, so they're showing a dark agenda in the matters of trade, transportation that can affect the homelands, neighboring countries, which is trining the sun. So the goal is being accomplished in these matters and the matters of war with foreign nations. Also, the weather, disasters, and agendas to create extreme events against the masses. Saturn is squaring the sun, so there's a renewal with leaders, but there's also conflict with the masses and the leaders, but also civil servants, the elderly, those relying on charities, immigrants, the homeless, spiritual people, like yogis, for example. The dispositor where the sun is Mercury, which is in the 8th house, in Ashlesha Nakshatra, showing that there is deception taking place. Venus is in the 6th house. There's conflict over resources by alliances and groups. Mars and Ketu are conjunct in Leo. Mars is in Pada 2 and then Ketu is in Pada 4, which goes into Scorpio Navamsha, which conjuncts the moon, which is in Scorpio Navamsha, which can lead to headless emotional acts in the matters of war. An abandonment of a war is possible. Confusion as the mind is scattered, being critical of oneself, or also a massive transformation, a spiritual transformation is possible. Abandonment of homes due to war and natural disasters. This moon will bring up themes of the following profession: people who are psychics, people who are spiritual, gurus, the Navy, sailors, Army, especially Army that's on the water, the shipping industry, so trade, civilian transport, because we have Rahu also in the 3rd house, so there's something to do with that. Preachers and teachers, anyone dealing with not just war but strategies of war and the weapons. People who deal with the flying profession, like anyone in the skies, anything dealing with water and liquids, artists, marine life, hypnotists, people who are motivational speakers and leaders, raw materials, like I said, and those who process raw materials, in costume design and fashion, also the entertainment industry. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.